right by the hole. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
There it is. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. Getting ready to play their third. Currently in the lead by a shot. And he needs this to save par. That gets the job done. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
This shot from around 210 yards.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. Oh, so close. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Okay, steady now. This one for bogey. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back here. Bit untidy, wasn't it? Henny, what's the player facing here?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Oh, caught up in some branches.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Okay, so that's step one, but now got to hold a mid-range putt. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
That's frustrating. Putting now for a bogey. He's currently in a share of top spot. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hopping right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy. This has got to get legs.
And here we are with the third shot. He shares the lead. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Just one off the lead after that hole. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
That's not what they were looking for.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
A share of top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt.
With 3 holes to go, it's a good position to be in.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
Hang on to your hat, folks. We're on for a wild ride.
With that hole complete, this player is currently tied for top spot alongside Justin Rose. The 16th at Riviera, Rich, is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. That is a delightful bunker shot, Beamer. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. And that's a good make in the end. Certainly helped them fight back from a difficult position.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side. Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Oh, they got so unlucky here, just off the fairway, but not sitting nicely.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
If they sink this putt, they'll pull ahead of Justin Rose. Let's see if they can ramp up this rivalry.
And down she goes, the long-range bomb. and maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
This shot from about 190 yards out.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
That's not the shot they're after.
And looking for the fade, but finding the straight shot. Not good.
It's all come down to this. Putt for the title. Well, that's a nice lot. Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group because there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man, a young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
Yeah, that one will play. Putting for birdie here. If it's up, it could be in. Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is what they have left for par.
Good putt, that. And with that hole done, this player currently is in first place, followed by Will Zalatoris. Here we are at the fourth hole. Sitting at one under the card, currently leading. That's it, it's okay. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind.